Welcome everybody back on a Sunday evening to the Dirt Racing Network and our live coverage for the AcesUp SimSports Pro Challenge Series. The night before they go to the big show. Last live practice race for these guys. In the Pro Series, 24 drivers have checked in. Husets Speedway, our second ever trip here, and both have been for this series. We were here 2 Sundays ago. They ran the prelim. And now we're back after the qualifying week, and if not all, the vast majority of the guys you're going to see in here this evening will be in tomorrow night's iRacing Pro Series race. They're getting down to the end of that. Only a couple of races left to go in that thing. If my memory is any good, and I'm not sure that it is, I think that Kendall Tucker was our winner the last time. Guys getting out. Only a couple of cars have not made it out for some practice time here. Bryce Houndstein and James Seawright. The only two that I can find that have not made it out. Look at the other groups that are here. In fact, there is Kendall Tucker in that 0-0 sign pulled to the inside. That's Chase Stewart. There's old Gumby, Tyler Shell making some laps. Trevor Royer is in here. Here comes James Seawright. I thought I saw his car roll out of the pits a second ago, and I did, the 18. And there comes Tucker once more. Go see about this group here. Joey Lindgren not on track, but Sean English. We just saw Sean the other night over at American Dirt. Evan Say, Tanner Pettit, Ethan Johnson. Tight little area in here, and it looks bigger than it actually is. It's kind of, well, there goes Lindgren in the one car. It is a lot tighter than it looks. I know when we get that long view from back here, it looks like it's big and wide. It does not race that way. Doesn't race that way at all. See Mr. Logan Rumsey. I was surprised he wasn't in Tulsa this week. No J.P. Scheiderer up here in the 5 car. Guys, do not be afraid to say hi in the chat. Let us know where you're watching from. You got a favorite driver, shout them out. You being active in the chat makes this whole thing a whole lot more fun for me. Sometimes the drivers are in here and they interact with us as well. So if you're on Facebook, like, share, and follow. And if you're on YouTube, Twitch, or Trovo, hit the subscribe button. You'll know every time we go live. In excess of 13,000 followers across all 3 platforms. Drivers on the track. Joseph Grandy. We saw Grandy on one of our last couple of shows as well. So top 8 are locked into the feature. Everybody else will go through heats. We'll have, I don't think we're going to even, oh yeah, we're going to have to because we knock it down to 21. So we're going to have a B main. So we can knock the field down. We're going to take 3 drivers out. That's all we're going to do. Right now, Ethan Johnson, the quickest at 11:09. Augustine at 11:10. Grandy went 11:17, or 11:27, I'm sorry. Did not improve on lap 2. Trevor Royer is out here finding some fence early. That'll hurt his qualifying time, especially on his first lap. He'll have to put it down perfectly in a lap number 2. Evan Say, Chase Stewart, many others out here. We're just looking for times to move around. Straczynski, 5th quick, 6th quick now. Here comes Royer. No time. 11:43 for Trevor Royer, so 10th quick. Seawright is of Ethan Johnson hanging on at 11.1. Tyler Shell on the track. Looked like he struggled in 3 and 4 for sure the first time through there. Now J.D. Brown goes to the top at 10:95. Sub 11 seconds for the first driver. Logan Rumsey moves to second quick. 12th quick there for Shell. Kendall Tucker's on track. He is 14th quick right now. Here's Connor Dudek. Time running out. It'll be J.D. Brown with your quick time. The only driver to break the 11-second bracket. 10.95. Man, what a smoking lap. We saw he was fast in his first run here 2 weeks ago. So heat 1 will line up like this with your top 8 automatically going in. We start from the 9th position on back. We'll have a couple of quick heats. It'll be Joey Lindgren in that 1 car next to Aiden Forrester in the 20. J.P. Scheider, the 5 in the same row with the 960 of Sean English. The 3rd row for this heat race. If we can get the camera to come back around where we need it. There we go. Joseph Grandy, the 518, and Tucker Elkins in the 87. I think that's the other 87. Then Trevor Royer, the 90, Blake Machulis, the 127, and Landon Cardoza, the 210, will be our 9th and final starter. We're just waiting on 2 drivers to drop in. There is one now, Sean English, if he'll make his appearance, and I don't see why the 960 wouldn't. And we'll have our full field. Top couple from each one of these will move up. We'll get 12 in, and then we will find 9 more out of our remaining B mains. There comes Sean English. That should get us rolling. All 9 cars rolling off, ready to go. But you can't miss Lindgren's car out there. That's new. I haven't seen him in this yellow and black scheme, but it looks good. We'll see if it goes as fast as it looks it should. All right, around one more time. We'll go green out of 4 the next time we come around. Looks like it's going to get a little dusty under pace. If the cars get close together, we'll probably see a little bit of dust. A little conservative with the water this evening on the racetrack. Pace truck getting out of the way. Green flag, we're underway. We're heat race number 1. Car bumping into the fence. Is that Machulis up there? No, it is not. It's Tucker Elkins in the 87. Found a little fence. Now finds a little Machulis. Machulis up into the catch fence. That is going to do it for Machulis in the heat. He'll have to work his way out of the B main. I'm sure he's excited about that. Lindgren led him the first time around, but not the second. Forrester worked his way around him. Got to the inside and picked up the spot. Lindgren back to second. Here comes Sean English. English right down against the berm on the inside. Cannot make up any ground. Topside, pretty tough tonight here. Forrester, Lindgren, Scheider, or English, then Scheiderer. And it's a pretty healthy gap between English and Scheiderer, 3rd to 4th. English staying married to the bottom and keeps getting the nose there, but it is just not enough. Lindgren really working on that high side. This time English drives it in a little deeper, shows him a little more race car. Didn't affect what Joey was doing one bit. And he's just going to cross him over on that slider in 1 and 2, coming around for the white flag. Forrester way out front. Lindgren comfortably in second for the moment. He'll escape away from English. All he's got to do is maintain this bottom line, and he'll transfer to the feature. English will come home 3rd. Scheider Grandy, Cardoza, Royer, Elkins, and then Machulis with the early exit off the right rear of that 87 car. So we'll get ready to move on to our next heat. We'll line them up. Going to be 8 cars for this one. It'll be Ryan Avila in the 49, Tyler Schell in the 85 on your front row. The 00, Kendall Tucker, row 2. Next 2, Chase Stewart in the 40, Ty Schobelach in the 17, and Alex Straczynski in the 23, making up row number 3. And then Connor Dudek and Bryce Houndstein in our final row. All right, we'll get the pace truck out of the way, get our second and final heat race of the evening up and going. Avila and Schell. Off the front row. Pace truck ducking out of the way. Tucker tried to time it up, missed it by a little. Avila with a perfect start, and Tucker was the one that didn't get a good start. He's going to end up at the back now as he slides into 1 and 2 and had to navigate a little bit of traffic. Avila grabs the lead. Schell second. Straczynski third. Schobelach, Dudek. Those 3 cars all battling for the 3rd spot right now. Straczynski trying to hang on. Dudek with a slider. Got enough to get the spot. Move him to 3rd. Straczynski back to 4th. Schobelach 5th. Houndstein and Tucker. Tucker's just rolling around the bottom of the broken race car. He's just trying to get some laps in. He is keeping it down on the apron. That thing's got suspension problems all over the front end. Chase Stewart done. Heat's going to go by very quickly. And Avila making easy work of this. 2 to go for him. He is out by 1 second over Tyler Schell. Dudek is 3rd. Then Schobelach got around Straczynski for 4th. Straczynski 5th. Houndstein is 6th. And Tucker's still out there rolling around in 7th. But checker flag over that heat race. Going to go to Ryan Avila. He and Tyler Schell punch their tickets. Dudek, Schobelach, Straczynski, Houndstein, Tucker, and Stewart going to have to work their way out of the B mains to get into tonight's feature. I want to go back real quickly and just see. Oh, yeah. He had a broken car and got up there and got in the fence. That's what I saw. I wasn't sure if that's what I saw or not. Okay, so B main. Yes. B main, it's going to be a small first B main. Scheider, Grandy, Cardoza, Royer, and Elkins. Probably taking 4 of these guys to transfer. We had 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We need 9. 4 and 5 or 5 and 4. I'm not sure. I know we need 9 more. Couple of quick 12 lappers here. 3 out of each. 14. We still need 7, so 3 and 4. All right, we'll get them going to green the next time out of turn number 4. Scheider are keeping them tightly bunched right here. Shiner on the throttle, green flag. He's going to have a gaping lead heading into 1 and 2. It's almost 3 wide for second behind that. Royer didn't get through the corner very good. He entered the corner kind of on the outside. Now contact between Elkins and Royer, and Elkins will be the car on the back. Scheider, Cardozo 1-2, Grandy, Royer 3-4. Tucker Elkins in that 87 car. Trying to play catch up. Trevor Royer just looking to make the show. Grandy in third. The battle's coming up for the front. Landon Cardozo is going to slide by on the bottom. And we got a new leader. Cardozo to the point. Scheiderer losing ground already in second place. He's come down off of the lip in 1 and 2. Now goes back to it in 3 and 4. He and Cardozo swapping lines each end of the track. Try to follow the 21 car around with the drone cam. So small an area here. Four to go. .2 seconds. Scheider is still second, but Grandy is reeling him in a little here, a little there. I think he'll run out of time before he can get there and complete the pass unless Scheider has a big issue. Be 2 to go this time. Trevor Royer now starting to make his way back into the thick of things. Now bumps the fence. Has to fight the car to get off it. Loses all ground that he made up a couple of laps ago. He gives it all right back. We're on the white flag lap. Cardozo easily cruising to the wind. He's going to the AMA. Scheider, Grandy. And we believe Trevor Royer will make that trip as well. Tucker Elkins should be the odd car out of this group. So we'll get ready again. We'll get down here. The starting grid for the second B main, which should have a 4 or 5 car transfer in it, will be Shovellock and Straczynski on the front row, Houndstein and Tucker in row 2, Stewart and Machulis in row number 3. Should send 1 home from the first one and 2 home from this one. We're missing Blake Machulis at 127, so maybe only one driver not going to transfer through. Just a couple of races remaining this evening, folks. Do not forget Tuesday night, ERA back in action, then Wednesday night, Midwest Truck Series back in action, and Friday night, American Dirt Series will round out our week. We'll see where we go for the following week. We know we'll be back double show on Sunday. We will find out about Monday sometime during the week this next week if DSRL's Monday Night Thunder is back in action by the 13th or not. All right. Time for the final B main, the last transfer cars.
Green, green, green.
Green flag, we're underway. Off the inside, Schobelach to the point. Tucker up to second. He started inside row number 2. He is going to make a bid for the lead off the bottom, but Schobelach has enough momentum to hang on for the time being on the outside, but I think it's just a matter of time. Kendall Tucker is going to find that rhythm. He's going to find enough momentum to know that he's clear going into the corner, and he is just going to fire that slider all the way in and out to the fence. Right now, he'll just settle for battling side by side, and there it is finally. Inside to out, and Kendall Tucker goes to the point for the first time. Schobelach to second, Stewart to third. Stewart started in 5th and now up to 3rd. Straczynski is 4th, and Houndstein on the back. Machulis did not make the start, and he's already done for the night. Hate to see that. That's a good driver. Heady driver. Very fast. A little bit of dust getting kicked up in the corners now. Look at all the cars out here. It's going to get real dusty real quick. Tucker cut the car down hard in the middle of turns 1 and 2. Up to the outside, gets it set. Well, he is just cutting that thing down so hard down to 1 and 2, 3 and 4, not quite as bad. He lets it kind of float and ride that exit line. Right there, he turns that car down the hill, and he is really making the backstretch super long. He's coming around for the white flag this time. He did this a couple of weeks ago, and he ended up winning him the race. So looks like he is going to pick right up where he left off, and he's going to win B main number 2. Chase Stewart second, Ty Schobelach in 3rd, Alex Straczynski and Bryce Houndstein rounding things out. So we should be ready for tonight's A main. They'll give them a little bit of a warm-up session here. It'll be very brief. It'll only be a minute or two, just for them to get last-second adjustments. Now, I'm watching some of these guys down here to see if they picked up anything at all from the last time we were here or that last race. And I see a couple of them trying to figure out how to get the car to turn down right at the center of turns 1 and 2. Wall is a little misshapen. It's kind of flat right there. So you're going to get real close to it. Then you're going to cut the car down. You're going to make the backstretch about another 60, 80 feet longer. We'll see how long they give them before they advance the session, but it is usually a very, very short warm-up session. All right, any of you 410 drivers, I will let you know DSRL is going to bring 410 Sprint Car Racing back. They will be on an alternating schedule with their 360s. Check out their fan page and their driver page if you're still a member of the driver page. Be 20 weeks total, 10 weeks of 360s, 10 weeks of 410s. And they'll run them side by side with their big block series. The big blocks will get all 20 weeks in. That's every Monday night. Down to about 2 minutes left in the session. They may give them the whole session. Can't remember when we were here last Sunday or Sunday before, if they gave that to them or if they cut it a little short, but they are looking to try to get the track as close as it can be to whatever the pro track will be tomorrow night. It was the last live competition before they go and race for the big points. I think we got maybe 4 more shows. Maybe only 2 more shows. There's only 5 races in the season for sprint cars and 5 for late models. We did not cover anything for late models for this series at all. But it looks like the whole session will be run out. We will get ready to put our 21 cars out here. We may only get 20 cars. Because of the weird odd number, we may only get 20. So that may mean that one of the drivers I thought transferred through from the first B main did not get to make it. All right, session has ended. That means it's time for the big show. We are going to get ready. Start putting cars out on the front stretch. And this is how we will line the 20 drivers up. Matt Powell, the 46. Tanner Pettit, the 24, will be your front row. James C. Wright and Mike Augustine, the 18 and 19 cars. Row number 2, Evan Say, Ethan Johnson, 33 and 12, inside and out in row number 3. And then the 41 of Logan Rumsey on the inside. The 14 of J.D. Brown, the outside of that 4th row. Those guys transferred automatically from qualifying. Everybody else has come from tonight's heat races or your B mains. Your 5th row, the 20 of Aiden Forster and the 49 of Ryan Avila. And the 6th row is the 1 of Joey Lindgren, not the 16, the 1. And the 85 of Tyler Schell. Sean English, the 960, he makes up the inside starting position in row number 7 next to Connor Dudek in the 7. And then Landon Cardoza in the 21. 8th row inside next to the 00 of Kendall Tucker. JP Scheider, the 5 car. He is your 9th row inside starter with Chase Stewart in the 40 on his outside. And your final row inside the 518 of Mike Grandy, the 17 of Ty Schobalak on the outside. So 1 car shorter than normal. That means a couple of guys that I thought transferred did not. My apologies to them. It's weird when you got a goofy number of cars where you get odd numbers in your heat races, odd numbers in your B mains as to who all is going to transfer to what. So we knocked a car or 2 out. We went from 24 to 20 when we would normally go to 21. And we're going to get ready for Matt Powell and Tanner Pettit to get us going right here. 35 times around. Green flag, we're underway. Good start for Powell. Pettit's got company quickly side by side with the 18 of Seawright. They were 3, almost 4 wide, little tippity tap. Somebody knocked it into the fence. They're going to be able to keep going. Pettit to second, Seawright, Say up to the 4th spot. That's Augustine on the high side in the 19 car. He runs 5th. He's got Logan Rumsey tucked in behind and J.D. Brown in behind that. Down on the inside the 20 of Forrester. Forrester all the way back in 7th and 8th right now. Then Avila and Lindgren. Shell right outside the top 10. Everybody's still right here close. 3 wide out of turn number 4. Contact Augustine. J.D. Brown, here comes your caution. Man, I hate to see this for anybody, but we're going to watch that black and gold car. Rumsey off the top. The contact. J.D. Brown gets a piece. Augustine's car destroyed as he gets to the fence. So that's going to cost us a Kendall Tucker, an Ethan Johnson, a Mike Augustine, and an Aiden Forrester. So we got a handful in before we caught a caution. Tight racing and tough sledding. Augustine and Forrester, the two that got together coming out of 4, and then it just kind of a chain reaction in behind that. I know J.D. Brown got a piece of that. Doesn't look like he got a significant piece of it. Car looks like it's tracking fine. Everything's pretty straight. So the pace truck's going to get out of our way. We're going to get ready to go back to green here in turns 3 and 4. Powell getting us going again. He goes right to the bottom. Looks like the first 4 cars stayed from the center down, and now Say goes way out wide. Say looking for racing room, and he's tucked in behind C right there. Now pulls to the inside. Battle for the lead. High side, and Pettit's going to take it. Move Tanner Pettit to the point. Powell still second. C right. Say Rumsey. Ryan Avila on the move. He is already up into the top 6 here as Jay got around J.D. Brown just a second ago. Brown is 7th. Lindgren is now 8th. Shell inside the top 10. He's going to go for 9th, make it a shot for 8th. It's not going to stick. As Connor Dudek in 10th is going to give a little bit of room right there on the entry to 3. Now he'll get into attack mode on the 85. Shell just trying to figure out where the car is going to be good at. Has stayed under fire pretty much the whole time. Right behind that, Cardoza making a little noise. He's trying to make it a 3-way battle to get in the top 10. Oh, that is really tight racing right there. Good job, boys. Way to keep them together. Tried to thread the needle, and that is real tough at the entry to the corner. He goes for it again, forces his way through and makes it work. He goes 2 for 1. So put Cardoza to 9th. Now Sean English thinks about doing 3 wide. We'll go back to the front. Pettit. About 5, 6, 7 car lengths now out in front of Powell. Seawright's still 3rd. And Say is still hounding him. Rumsey sitting right there. Those 3 nose to tail, almost touching. 2 wide. 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 2 wide Rumsey did a perfect cut down in 1 and 2, and I thought he was going to have momentum to get to 3 and 4, but Say cut the line off, getting into 3 a little bit. He was able to maintain. Rumsey's going to be under fire because Avila is looking on the inside, and he just keeps showing him the nose. And now Rumsey's going to lock it in on the very bottom of the racetrack. Short slider up in front of Evan Say, and he gets the position. Say comes back with the slider in 3 and 4. Now we're going to see a battle for the 4 spot. Cut down line with the car on the inside. Not quite as much momentum as he'd like to have, but I think he's going to run the slider anyway. Oh, and Rumsey tried to put a square peg in a round hole. He is going to end up upside down. We're going to stay green because he was off the racing line up on the infield. iRacing will not recognize that. Wasn't enough traffic coming from behind. Cause then we're going to be in lap traffic here pretty quickly. They're about 1 set of corners ahead of Tanner Pettit right now, and it's Joseph Grandy and Chase Stewart in a battle for 14th and 15th. Powell still second, Seawright still third, but Avila knocking on the door, trying to get up on the podium, and he's got the spot headed up the backstretch for now. Can he hang on the exit of turn 4 down on the bottom? Yes, he can. And he may have secured his spot in the top 3 for now. Looks like he is going to go around to Seawright and start to ease away and try to reel in Powell. We are already down to 10 laps to go. Pettit, 0.4 of a second ahead of Powell. Powell about 1/4 of a second ahead of Avila. Then Seawright, Say, Cardoza, Shell, English, Lindgren, and Brown. J.D. Brown in the top 10 now. Just moved Connor Dudek outside of it. And Avila's not done. Avila's still coming forward. Very late in this one. He is going to make a bid for second. If he can clear Powell, he may be able to start focusing on that 24 car, and he may be able to go and get him. Got to make up 0.6 of a second. Everybody moving back down to the bottom. It's still 0.6 coming around. Wave lap this time, 5 to go. Whoa, JP Scheider broken front end, and he is going to stay out there. He's going to be a lap down, but he's not going to cause any problems. No caution, 4 to go. Joseph Grandy. Scheider got the car to the infield. Grandy, the next car to be lapped. I don't know if we're going to get to him. We only got 3 to go. Tanner Pettit. He won a few weeks ago over at Weed Sport. He'll come out of 3 and 4 this time, and it'll be white flag. 1 lap remaining in a pretty clean race. Impressive this evening by the drivers here at the AcesUp SimSports Pro Challenge. That's going to send Tanner Pettit to victory lane. Ryan Avila second. Matt Powell third. James Seawright and Evan Say 4 and 5. And we'll try to talk to these guys. We got to wait for them to get here, so let's look at none of the B-Main stuff. Let's change it and look at the feature. How about that? Pettit, Avila, and Powell, 1, 2, 3. Seawright and Say 4 and 5. Cardoza, 6th. Shell, 7th. English was 8th. 9th to Lindgren. Dudek comes back and grabs 10th away from Brown late. Brown 11th. Showblock 12th. Grandy in 13th. Scheider 14th. Stewart 15th. Rumsey 16th. Tucker 17th. Forster in 18th. And then Johnson and Augustine 19th and 20th. Oh, Ryan and Tanner, we're waiting for Matt Powell. I'll tell you what, let's do this. Let's do our hard charger first. Landon Cardoza picked up 9 spots. Let's get Landon in here. And let's talk to Landon real quick. Landon, you there?
Yes, sir.
Man, hard charger tonight. 9 spots here at Husets, and it's tough enough picking up 9 spots anywhere. But on this tight little racetrack, that's a heck of a challenge.
Oh yeah, man. I mean, we've been digging all week. 2 out of the 3 qualifiers, I won second split. So I know I've had the car under me all week. Just made a really big mistake in qualifying and started dead last. Anyone that's listened to us, I'd just like to say that we're coming for you tomorrow, boys.
Well, if you won 2 of the races last week, the mistake tonight, over all of that, the one thing that you learned that you can definitely apply tomorrow to avoid making a mistake like tonight.
Just not getting nervous. I mean, I kind of was iffy on what I was going to do setup-wise. I mean, we've had a great setup all week, like I've already said. I just didn't know how tight to go, and I just misjudged it. I think it was a little too free. I think it was a little too much on the throttle. I just need to make sure I stick to what I know I'm good at, and should be able to pull it off tomorrow night.
All right, man. Give me a couple shots, some thank yous, and we'll let you go start making those final preparations for tomorrow.
Oh, I just want to thank everyone back at the shop. Me and Matt Powell have been grinding all week, trying to get this thing as good as we can. And, of course, Mom, Dad, everyone else that helps. Yeah, thank you.
All right, man. Thanks for chatting with us. Good luck tomorrow night.
Thank you.
Landon Cardoza, he finished in 6th, but he picked up 9 spots. So now let's go talk to his teammate, Mr. Matt Powell, who finishes in 3rd tonight. He started up front. He led it for a little bit. Just wasn't quite enough there towards the end. Matt Powell, it's still pretty good runs. Got to set you up pretty nice for tomorrow.
Yeah, it gives me a lot of confidence going in tomorrow. Haven't had a good run here yet, but it's good to get one.
Yeah, it looked like the track was pretty good. We had a couple of small incidents, but you guys were able to move around quite a bit, and a couple of guys just found a couple of things that maybe you missed. What's that going to teach you for tomorrow night?
Yeah, for tomorrow night, I just need to get on the line change faster. They were switching before I did and allowed them to get by me.
Well, an awesome run, man. You're going to come home 3rd tonight. Give us some shout-outs and some thank yous before we let you go head off and prep up for the big show tomorrow.
Big shout-out to Tanner Pettit for getting me dialed, and, yeah, that's it.
All right, man. Thanks for chatting with us. Congrats and good luck. That was Matt Powell. Now, do we have Ryan Avila? We don't have Ryan Avila still on track. That's all right. We're going to talk to Ryan anyway. Ryan finished the 2nd tonight. He made a great drive through the field. He's 1 spot short of being the hard charger, but he made a great drive. Ryan, what'd you learn tonight, buddy?
I just learned that the bottom comes in super fast, so hopefully I can use it tomorrow. And pretty solid finish tonight with 1, 2, 3, so pretty happy about that.
If you had a handful more laps, could you have gone and caught Tanner?
I think so. The mirrors were on tonight, so I think that I don't even know if they were on, but kind of figure out that the bottom was coming in. So tomorrow with no mirrors, hopefully we can, not show my nose a little too fast and kind of run away with it. But kind of screwed myself in qualifying. Went outside the top 8, so had to run a heat race. But yeah, I think I put myself 6 through 8 tomorrow. I have a real good shot at finishing top 3, even a win.
All right, man. Well, give me some shout-outs, some thank yous, and we'll let you start getting ready for that.
Oh, yeah, I got to thank Tanner Pettit. Obviously, we're one of the best on the sim right now. Jimmy P. Mac Tools, 1425 Photography. Ethan Johnson with Free Speed over helping with the late model stuff. Dalton Strum Photography, Trackside Collective, and AcesUp. You for broadcasting. Chad for putting the league on. Always have something to run on these weeknights and weekdays. So, yeah, super fun. Thank you.
All right, man. Thanks for chatting with us. Good luck tomorrow night, sir.
Thank you.
That is all right. Avila, he finishes in the 2nd, and now we'll talk to a 2-time winner at the AcesUp Pro Challenge this season, Tanner Pettit. You did not make it look super tough, but I'm sure it wasn't really easy either.
No, not by any means. Especially, unfortunately, I didn't make the show this week. I wasn't even around. I was in Nevada racing a cage clone, so I didn't have any practice really going into that. But setups felt solid, and the team looked to be really good there.
Well, you gave your teammates a whole lot of confidence and information. Everyone was thanking you on the way up here. But, tell me, if you were racing tomorrow night, what would you expect? And is there anything you could do different to hold the rest of those guys off again for another win?
Not really. Track actually moved around a little bit more than what I thought there. I thought we'd be pretty locked down around the bottom, but ended up running towards the top there for most of the time, and overall that was pretty fun there. Good luck to my guys there tomorrow. Wish them the best, and we'll continue on with late models at Fairbury the following week.
All right, man. A couple shout outs before I let you get out of here.
Yeah, I'd like to thank Jimmy P. Mac Tools, 1425 Photography, AcesUp SimSports, Dalton Shum Photography, Trackside Collective, and Ethan Johnson for all the help in the late models. I appreciate it. And thank you guys for putting all this on.
All right, man. Give all the boys good luck, and then go help them go pick up a win tomorrow, all right?
Sounds good. I appreciate it.
Tanner Pettit winning tonight here at Husets. That is going to do it for us on a Sunday evening. We appreciate everybody being here. Hope you enjoyed the show. Hope you were here for both shows and that you enjoyed them both. Nothing tomorrow night is planned. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday this week we will have shows. Tuesday at 8:30 Eastern, Wednesday at 8:30 Eastern, and Friday at 10 Eastern. We will have all of our shows this week. And then hopefully next week we'll get back to having at least 5 of our 6 nights back. Stay tuned for that. I want to thank all of you for being there. Without you, there's no reason for us to do this. Without all the awesome leagues giving us great racing like we saw here tonight, there's nothing for us to cover. High fives, pat on the back, all around for all of that. Till we see you all the next time. Peace and love to everybody. Keep the